Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jazzy RN. If you're new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. The goal of my channel is to help nurses pivot from the bedside to remote work. UF Health is hiring an RN, Clinical Documentation Integrity Specialist Lead. It is CDI for short. This job is full-time. The location requirements include Florida, Georgia, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, or Texas. And I'm going to go straight to the qualifications. Even if you want you to have an associate's or bachelor's degree in nursing, but a BSN is preferred. Also, international medical graduates with a medical school diploma may be considered in lieu of a nursing degree. They also want you to have these preferred specialist certifications, that is the Certified Clinical Documentation Specialist, Certified Documentation Integrity Practitioner, or equivalent CDI certification preferred. They also want 5 years experience in CDI, including leadership or lead level responsibilities, strong expertise in regulatory compliance, audit management, and clinical documentation standards, proven ability to develop and implement training programs and process improvement initiatives, demonstrated success leading cross-functional teams and collaborating with clinical and coding professionals, and experience monitoring documentation quality, analyzing trends, and reporting outcomes. Davita is hiring for a supportive care case manager, palliative care RN. This job is for RNs. You must have palliative care experience. The job is fully remote and full-time. You work from your designated home office. You work the weekdays with ability to accommodate patients' availability. They serve patients nationwide. I'm going to skip some of these bullet points. You must also have 5 years experience as an RN. This is required. 2 years of care plan creation, proactive discharge planning, and utilization. Current RN license is required. A BSN is preferred, but not required. They want you to have a CPR certification or basic life support certification. The proficiency in EMR systems that includes Cerner, Microsoft Office, that includes Teams and Excel, and virtual communication platforms. I do want to mention that on your resume, make sure you add platforms to your resume. That includes Microsoft Office, if you know Cerner, Epic, Protouch, Meditech, whatever software you know or use at your current job and previous jobs, add this to your resume to make your resume more tech savvy. And they want you to have a home internet connectivity with at least 1 megabyte upload and 1 megabyte download speed required. And here are some additional preferred qualifications. And the pay for this job is $78,000 to $206,000 per year. The next position, this is Hartford Health. This job is an OSO clinical intake specialist. This is for LPNs. This job is full-time. It also includes working rotating weekends and holidays. That is normal when you work remotely. You must have an associate's degree in nursing or equivalent, 1 year of clinical administrative healthcare experience, an LPN or equivalent, 2 to 3 years of in-home care experience. Multicare is hiring for a virtual telesitter. There are 2 positions available. This one is part-time and this one is also part-time, actually full-time. So they have 2 jobs available for the virtual telesitter, 1 full-time job and 1 part-time job. I'm going to start with the part-time job. So you must have a high school diploma or equivalent, a Washington State Certified Nursing Assistant License, CNA, current BLS certification, successful completion of monitoring equipment class within 1 month of hire, and previous patient care experience is preferred. And the full-time job, this job has the exact same requirements regarding the diploma, the CNA license, BLS certification, completion of monitoring equipment class within 1 month, and previous patient care experience. UNC Health is hiring an RN Clinical Nurse 2, Nurse Connect. This job is full-time. They do prefer candidates with 10 years of RN experience. Critical care or ED experience is a plus, or equivalent direct bedside med-surg experience. Now, if hired after, to be enrolled within 4 years of employment and obtain a bachelor's degree with a major in nursing or a master's degree with a major in nursing within 7 years of employment date. They also want you to be an RN in the state of North Carolina. They also want you to have a BLS certification and 1 year of nursing experience is required, which is strange how they have 1 year nursing experience here, and at the very top of the screen, they prefer someone with 10 plus years experience. Bon Secours Mercy Health is hiring for a RN triage specialist, Conduit Health Partners. This job is full-time. They want you to have an RN license. They do also require a compact RN license as well. An ADN or diploma in nursing is required. A BSN is preferred. And they only require you to have 1 year of acute care nursing experience. And triage experience is preferred. And if you know Epic, EMR, make sure this is on your resume. For your internet at home, you must have at least 100 megabits per second download speed and upload speeds of 20 megabits per second. Your office setting must be a designated workspace with a locked door, prohibit regulations. The next job is an RN Transfer Center Specialist, Conduit Health Partners. This job is also full-time, and the hours are subject to change based on the need of operations. This job is for RNs with an active compact or multi-state license. They want you to have an associate's degree in nursing or diploma. This is required. A BSN is preferred. They also require only 1 year of acute care experience, and 3 years of acute care experience is preferred, as well as healthcare contact center experience. And if you know Epic and or Genesis, make sure this is added to your resume. And as a previous job, they want you to have a designated workspace with a locked door, prohibit regulations. And the same thing with the internet speeds, 100 megabits per second download and 20 megabits per second upload speeds. Make sure that you add Microsoft Office tools to your resume. Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina is hiring a case management coordinator, social worker. Now, this job is full-time. You have until May 12th to apply. The hours are between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And this job is available not for only social workers, but for nurses as well. So you can be a nurse or a social worker for this job. They want you to have 4 years of recent clinical in defined specialty area experience. That can include oncology, cardiology, neonatology, maternity, rehabilitation services, mental health or chemical dependency, orthopedics, general medicine or surgery, or 4 years utilization review or case management, clinical or combination, and 2 of the 4 years must be clinical. You must have knowledge of word processing software, that is Microsoft Office. As you see here, make sure you have Microsoft Office on your resume. You must have an RN license from the United States in the state of hire, or an active compact multi-state RN license. And here are the preferred experience requirements: 7 years of healthcare program management, a BSN. These are preferred and not required. LCMC is hiring an RN care manager remote. This job is full-time. You must have a nursing license for the state of Louisiana, 2 years of professional nursing or care management experience. They also prefer, not required, utilization review or care manager experience. It is required to have acute hospital experience, and it's preferred to have Epic and Interqual experience. Also, I do want to mention that if you were to go to the description box below and click on resume tips, if you scroll to the bottom of the screen, you'll see where you can go to get Interqual certification. UPMC is hiring a telephonic care manager, complex care unit nurse. This job is full-time. The salary is $34.49 to $56.83. This position is remote, but they have offices located in Pennsylvania for on-site needs of technology or operational reasons. The candidates are expected to reside in the state of Pennsylvania. You must be an RN and have at least 2 years experience in clinical setting and case management nursing. This is required. A BSN is preferred. Ability to interact with physicians and other healthcare professionals in a professional manner is required. Excellent verbal and written communication and interpersonal skills required. Computer proficiency is required. The next job is a care manager RN. This job is full-time. The salary is $34.49 to $56.83, and this job is for nurses in the state of Pennsylvania. You must have 2 years experience in clinical and or case management nursing. This is required. 1 year work-related experience in utilization management. This is also required. Work experience of 1 year discharge planning. This is preferred. A BSN is preferred. And also, they also prefer a case management certification. Cambia is hiring a remote care management nurse. This job is full-time. This is for nurses in the state of Oregon, Washington, Idaho, or Utah. And just a FYI, this is for future opportunities for Cambia. So if you want to be on their list for any future openings, this is a job for you. They want you to have a nursing or health and human services degree. Associates or bachelor's is minimum, or equivalent experience in lieu of a degree, at least 3 years of direct clinical care, or experience in case management, utilization management, disease management, auditing, or retrospective review, active unrestricted license in the U.S., state, or territory that allows you to independently conduct assessments within your scope of practice. RN license is required, and you must be licensed in the state of Idaho, Oregon, Utah, and Washington. And the pay for this job is $36.80 to $49.80 per hour. And the current full salary range is $34.20 to $55.70 per hour. Centerwell is hiring a utilization management nurse. This job is full-time. They require you to be an RN in an appropriate state with no disciplinary action, 3 years of medical surgery, heart, lung, or critical care nursing experience, previous experience in utilization management, prior clinical experience, preferably in an acute care, skilled, or rehabilitation clinical setting, and make sure you add Microsoft Office to your resume. They do also prefer a BSN or bachelor's degree in a related field, any health plan experience, previous Medicare or Medicaid experience, call center or triage experience, and if you're bilingual in English and Spanish, that would be also a bonus. They do require you to have download speeds of 25 megabits per second and upload speeds of 10 megabits per second. Employees who live and work from home in the state of California, Illinois, Montana, or South Dakota will be provided with bi-weekly payment for their internet expenses. And this position also, it is remote, but occasional travel to Humana's offices for trainings or meetings may be required. And the salary is $71,000 to $97,000 per year. Brighton Health Plan is hiring a utilization management nurse. This job is full-time. This job requires you to be an LPN with state licensure. You must maintain active and unrestricted licensure throughout employment, proficient in Microsoft Office, ability to work independently, detail-oriented and have strong organizational and time management skills, adapted to high pace and changing environment, flexible in assignment, proficient in utilization review process, including benefit interpretation, contract language, medical and policy review, proficient in MCG and CMS criteria sets, experience in both inpatient and outpatient reviews, including behavioral health, DME, genetic testing, clinical trials, oncology, and or elective surgical cases preferred, working knowledge of URAC and NCQA, 2 years experience in a team, 3 years experience in clinical nurse setting, and TPA experience is preferred. Laurent is hiring a nurse specialist too. This job is full-time. The salary is $56,000 to $83,000 per year. You must have at least a BSN in nursing, 2 to 4 years experience required in medical and or utilization review, 5 to 7 years preferred, Medicare, Medicaid experience preferred. Davies is hiring an RN telephonic nurse case manager. This job is full-time and the compensation is $78,000 to $83,000 per year. You must be an RN with 3 years of clinical experience. That can be med-surg, orthopedic, neurological, ICCU, industrial, ER, or occupational health. Workers' compensation case management is preferred. Strong knowledge and treatment guidelines and utilization management principles. Excellent verbal and written communication skills. Ability to work independently in a remote environment. Proficiency in computer systems and claims or case management software. Telephonic case management experience applying evidence-based disability duration guidelines, and prior experience training or mentoring staff.